Sarin.
Hey Farrah.
What do you want to do today?
There's so many options. We could go hiking, biking, camping, kayaking. What do you want to do?
My favorite is to go for a hike.
That sounds great. We could go to the Sawtooth National Recreation Area Visitor Center and ask them some questions.
Come along as we go prepare for our hike.
Hi, how are you guys doing today? Can I help you?
We're looking for a hike. Where are we on the map?
You're right here at the southern end of the recreation area. How long of a hike are you interested in?
Just a short hike to a lake would be great.
There's a nice one from here up to the last switchback. It's high alpine. You're up at about 9,000 or so feet.
What are the trail conditions like?
Great. This trail usually takes a little longer to melt out because it's so high elevation, but it's all melted out and all good to go.
What's the weather supposed to be?
Weather's great all week. Might have some afternoon thunder showers tomorrow. Otherwise, you're good.
Thank you. Great, now we know where to hike. What should we pack?
I always pack too much.
Well, we can work together and figure it out. I'm ready.
Me too. Wait a second.
I don't think we're both ready for the same thing.
No, I think we need to think about this a little bit more.
Can you help us figure out which 10 essential items we should bring on our hiking trip?
There's about 10 essential things that are really helpful to bring with you, even if you're on a day hike. Even for a day hike, it's possible that someone could get hurt. You might have to stay out overnight if you get lost or have an accident. So it's important to bring those extra things just in case.
I know. My cell phone would be super useful when we're out hiking.
I know a cell phone might seem like a great idea, but it can lose service and you might lose your battery. So you can't depend on it, although it is great for taking those photos and those selfies. Instead, we also have our map that we got at the visitor center and a compass. This will help us to find our way along the trail, and if we get lost, we can use that to help figure out where to go next. Make sure that you know how to use a map and compass when you're out there.
I think sunglasses and sunscreen are great essentials to bring on a hike.
I already have those. I'm ready.
Ah, nice. So it's important to protect our eyes and our skin from the sun no matter what time of the year it is. I always get hungry on the trails. What are we gonna do about that?
We can bring food and water with us on the trail, and actually we could have a picnic at the lake.
That sounds lovely. I love picnics so much.
But what happens if we get cold? Should I bring my big jacket I had on earlier?
Big jackets might seem like a good idea, but actually, it's a lot better to bring lighter layers, like this small rain jacket, extra socks, and a warm hat, so we can stay warm and also not add too much weight to our backpack. But what happens if someone gets hurt while we're out?
Well, it's important to bring a first aid kit. It has everything we need in case someone needs a band-aid, if they get a cut, or if there's a sprained ankle, we have tape in there. If we have to wait and get help, what if we're out there overnight? How do we stay warm?
This emergency blanket would be super useful. It's light and small, but it'll keep us really warm. Plus, it can act like a shelter, too.
Oh, I could build a shelter with this multi-use tool. It has all kinds of different tools that I could use to make us a shelter.
That's a great idea. Bringing matches or a fire starter would also be very useful, just in case we're allowed to make a fire and we're stuck outside. We need to remember to plan ahead and check our rules and regulations before we go out. But what happens if we get lost?
Well, it's important to let someone know where we're going to be before we even head out on the trail. But if we do need to get someone's attention, a handkerchief with bright colors and a whistle, as well as a signaling mirror, is a great way to get someone's attention and let them know that we need help.
I'll also bring this flashlight just in case it gets dark on our way out from the trails. I wonder if we got all 10 essentials. Let's see. rules would change depending on what you're doing outdoors, the time of season, and where you are. Keep in mind that you want to always let someone know where you're going and plan ahead and be prepared. Don't forget those 10 essentials.
We got those. Tell us about your great adventures too, and all the 10 essentials that you pack for those.
See you on the trails.